Hello guys and welcome to my vintage story live stream. Again, another Wednesday live stream. I'm kind of just doing these things on Wednesdays. But yes, today I have to move this in. Oh, there we go. There's my other device talking back into the microphone. So today I am going to be moving an entire mountain from one world to another because, to be honest with you, it is not in the right world at all. I want this to be a survival world. You need to be able to run around in this when I'm done with it, to be able to explore, mine, build, whatever you guys want as well. And we are in, as you can see. So I've had to turn down settings for the actual survival world. Also, don't ignore those. I'll explain what they are in a bit. Oh, so slow. All right. So basically, last time we built this this big old building here, and what might this big old building be, you ask? You're wondering, I actually need to extend this outwards a little bit as well on this side, but that's fine. This is going to be a Roman bathhouse. Punk suggested it last time, and so that is what I'm going to be building finishing building today, hopefully a little bit. I only have about 45 minutes, and then a little annoying thing that we have here in South Africa called load shedding is about to happen. It's not as bad as some other countries have it, but it's still annoying enough because it basically means that I can't do videos in that time period where we don't have electricity. So yes, I'm gonna have to rush this process. So I'm gonna quickly show you guys a really cool tool that I have after I put this render distance up because it's very low. I'm gonna put it up to about there, so this way we can see the whole thing. All right, so the reason why I have these things over here, right, is I was testing a mod called Carbon Copy. Now, Carbon Copy lets you export different builds that you make in Vintage Story into a different file, and then you drag it back in. If I go in here and we go to import, you drag it into this little box here, and then you can place it. If you drag multiple into the little box, I believe it'll randomize what you've put there. So that's great for building different blocks, different like randomized things. So if I built different types of custom trees, I could do it that way. And that's basically how that works. So that's how Carbon Copy works, and I'm quickly going to use that over here because this mod is just fantastic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to the floor. I'm going to go .export start. .export mark start. There we go. That was it. So we've marked that down over there somewhere. And now I just need to be above this mountain. Somewhere, let's go F5 and just scroll out really far so I can just get a better idea of exactly how high I am, because I don't want to use that's going to cut off some of that, so I want to go this way a little bit, and then we're going to go .export mark end. And there's a bit of a freeze. Give it 1 sec. It's a big square that this thing is marking here. Alrighty. So, some of it is knocked off a bit. This whole side is going to just be chopped. So, we're going to move that out a little ways. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I'm still that far away. That's good. So, I need to figure out what direction that is in. Where are my coordinate settings? Interface. Coordinate overlay. There we go. Okay, I'm facing east, southeast, north, west. Okay, I have no clue what directions those are in. So let's go .export mark is it just X? X plus 1 .export mark X minus 1. I think that was it. Because, you know, when it kind of acts up like this, yeah. Okay. I don't know which direction X is. Okay, I said X minus 1. So wasn't this side? Yeah, wait. So if we go at this, it's probably north, right? North would be Y. No, that would be Z positive. So x would be, and I said x minus 1. Minus is from this direction. So I think I brought this backwards. So let's try that again. We're going to go dot export mark x. Then we're going to, let's go minus 10. And let's just see what that does. Hopefully that's this side that moves in. Okay, it was not this side. Oh, not this side either. Not this side. What is it saying? Marked X diagonal blah blah blah. Okay, anyways, that doesn't matter too much. I can always fix that up later. I'll figure this out. We'll figure this out as I go along. And now all I have to do is I have to go dot export, I believe. Oh wait, dot export save, and then I just put a name in. I'm gonna call it mount, and that'll save the entire file, I believe. Export packed. Okay, so now I'm just gonna quickly check in my files to make sure that it is indeed there. So I need to go to wherever it is I keep this on my computer. There we go. I believe it's under exports. Yes, okay. It is in there. All right, and now we can go and leave this world, and then we'll go into another world. This world is going to be, oh, not under multiplayer. That's not that one. Single player. And it's the ultimate vintage story world is what I'm calling it. I've loaded up a bunch of chunks here, but I haven't built anything yet because obviously I want to get this in. But this is going to be, I think, I'm hoping this is a really cool world. I'm planning on making it a very nice one. I saw Jaybyrde made a video recently where he did some really cool, or he's made a really cool build over the last few months. Big MMO survival world for a server of his. You can see over here, I've already pasted these weird red things that I made in. I think they were going to be a cactus. I don't know what they ended up being, but these I was just testing to see if they would import. Now we have to find a good spot to put the this mountain. And if I open the map up, I'll just scroll out real quick. All right, there we go. So you can see it goes out this way to like 116. Wait, what is this? 1,000 blocks this way, and then minus 1,000 that way, and then we go to minus 1,000 that way, and 1,000 that way. So this is a pretty decent sized area that we've got going over here. All right, now I'm gonna need suggestions on exactly where to put this, but keep in mind it's a Roman bathhouse. Okay, well, this has to go somewhere interesting. We've got spawn. I've marked that over here, and we can either place this in a very we've got desert, we've got snow, and this does extend out that way a bit more, and then we've got a hilly environment. I think over here was the hills. We've got forest over there. I'm not sure where we're gonna put it, but I'm gonna have a look. See, let's get the speed up because that's really slow. I want to see where the hills are. I think it would do well by some hills. This is like a little mini mountain range over here, right? So wouldn't it just work really well in here? I want to make the starter village a little bit more chill and smaller, but we could definitely put this other mountain in over here. And I can rotate it any direction. Let's go /time set day, just to get the sun to the top, and then /time speed 0. That should stop literally everything from moving. And then, these clouds need to disappear. Where is the cloud option? Weather pattern. Let's go clear sky. make sure it's all clear. All right. Over here, we could put this big build. We could also put it over here. I'm thinking we'll have to flatten a couple of things. Does in here look good? I think it looks good. So I'm thinking we can put it here. Maybe, because I'm wanting a waterfall to come out of it, right? So maybe that waterfall pours into this river and kind of flows along. So we could put it like over here maybe. And then this can be, it can just be part of the mountain range. We can also put it over on this section and then it kind of comes around. So maybe we'll put it over here. So to do that, I'm going to need to open up this, find import, scroll over to the block, and then get this exports option done over here, drag it in, and it should be set in there. From clipboard, no copied block data available. Okay, wait, maybe I have to select that and then drag it in. Should be working. Interesting that it is not. Huh. Yeah, let's figure this out. If I'm supposed to be able to place it in there. So let's go mount. Okay, no source files under this name. Wildcard. So, I mean, this is a pretty big JSON file. So if I add, let's see if the smaller file, this test one, if this works. If I put this in here, okay, yes, it does. Puts the schematics up, and then if I go in here, I can place this. You can see that kind of moving over there and around there. And then if I go, do I maybe need to call it mount with a lowercase m and add one of those to the side? That's possible. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, file name. This is supposed to be working, but it's kind of just not. So I'm not sure what's up with these schematics, but it should be working. Add this in there. Still a big no. Okay, Vintage Story does have some official documentation on the subject. So let's see how to import a file in Vintage Story World Edit. Okay, there's a how to use World Edit page right over here. There we go. Now you guys can see it as well, and we can go through this together. Just a little moment of black, and then we're in. So there's a video intro which will explain it. We can maybe watch that. That might be helpful. Then we've got the graphical interface. Let's see, import tool. There we go. Let's see, right mouse click. So import one of the supplied block data files at the selected position. Drag and drop a schematic file into the game window. Sets the source file that should be imported. So I should be able to drag and drop this. And we saw I could do this with the smaller one, but it seems the big one, it's not quite happy with that for some reason. No clue why. And let's see, we've got, this sets the import source, WEIMS. And then the files should import. If more than one is supplied, it will randomly select one each time. And you may use this as a wildcard. So tree 1, tree 2. Okay, so let's try that. If we go in game again, once again, we go in game. And then we go, what was it? It was /WEIMS, and then the name of the thing. Okay. /WEIMS, and then I called it mount like that. No source files under this name or wildcard were found. So let's try /WEIMS, and then mount, and let's add a star. Okay, and then again, no source files were found. So this is very strange. It's very interesting that this isn't quite working. But we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna figure this out. We got to get this imported. Origin point to be okay. 0 uses the start point as the bottom left front corner. 2 uses the start point as the top center point. So there's different ways of changing rotation. And then there's replace mode. Let's see. Very interesting that it doesn't want to use the big build. Okay, so let's try... The import really just doesn't want import source. Okay, that's what that is. So, let's try the click and drag again. Maybe it just needs time to register? No source files under this were found. Very strange. It will be disappointing if I have to recreate an entire mountain. Let's go back into that other world and see if there's a way of getting this to export once again. So I think that I might be able to fix that. Let's just let it load in. Take a sip of water. Always drink water. Very good for you. Okay, so we had this thing. And it's possible it was just too big. So let's see if we can get... So we can always rebuild the mountain. As painful as that will be, we can rebuild the mountain. But I don't feel like rebuilding this thing because rebuilding this would just take forever. I've already built it. So we're going to go here. And we'll just build the mountain around it, I think. I think that'll work better. Because it is in a new world anyways. So we might want to just adjust some things. So dot export mark start. And then we're going to just go to this corner over here. And let's get ourselves nice distance from this. Okay, that looks like it's above. And this side, let's move a little back, a little down, a little more down, a little up. Okay, dot export mark end. Okay, and now we have a much smaller version of stuff to work with here. Then we go dot export save. And then we want to save this as mount like that. Okay, and now, whoop, let's just go out of that mode. If I go in to here, open up this folder, there is a new mount one. Let's drag that in. This one also does not want to be dragged in. Replacement mode. Let's go replace all. And then... let's try this thing again. Slash... what was the... I'm forgetting the command. IMS. Okay, slash... world edit IMS and then mount, and I can't find it. That is a very strange little thing. So it can find small things and not big things, which is, you know, mildly disappointing. I mean, it could find this, so I don't understand why it can't find the other one. Let's look at carbon copy mod. Vintage story. All right, let's see what this is. Do not want messages like that in the chat whatsoever. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Mark start, mark end, and then mark start, x plus 1, y minus 1, blah, blah, blah. Save, and then name. Dump blocks items, and then blah, blah, blah. So, in that case, see, yes, is there a way to do bigger ones? Because it's just not working. To export a file and customize, place it. Not a dead link, just to get site. Source link's dead, blah, blah, blah. Okay, ton of stuff here. None of it is really helpful as far as getting this thing going. Very interesting. You know, mildly, slightly annoying, unfortunately. Which is sad. But we will not give up. I'm sure there'll be a way of getting this to actually work. Let's have a look. See, we got a block there floating, a block there floating. That's just slightly annoying. Okay, let's try and copy. If I go dot export start. Dot export mark start, and then dot export mark end, dot export save test. And now if I go over here, to exports, and we go, wait, first we have to open up this over here, and then we can drag this test thing, whoop, not all of them, just the test, inside of here. It loaded it. Okay, it did load, and now we have this rock that we can just randomly place like this, I guess. So it does work, seemingly only for small things though. Which is, you know, just not quite ideal. It would be a bit better if it could do big things. So let's see if we can get it to work. One last... Okay, probably not the last time. I'm gonna keep trying this for a while. Let's move this in here. Just not loading the schematic. Okay, we've got tree variants and whatnot to grow, shrink. It has to be underneath this import option here. Because, yeah, carbon copy should be... Apparently, there's no limit to the size of a build. So I would think that... it would, you know, be able to work with this. Apparently not. Apparently, it can't even handle this small build over here. Which kind of sucks. But it should be able to. That is the thing. So let's... Okay, wait, let's see. If we go... Get the select tool. Let's try this. Let's mark up over there. And... I don't know, somewhere like there. We've got this. Alright, and then... There's the option to relight an area and blah blah blah. We got copy... Clear. Okay, so we've got manual selection. What if... Okay, hang on. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go here, out there. And we're gonna just build this thing all the way up to higher than what the mountain is. Yeah, there. All the way up. Oh, nope, that's falling, not flying. Yeah, I think that's higher than the mountain. And we'll just do the same. We don't need to do the same on the other side, actually. We can just... Yoink. Oh, no, wait. We need to clear... Do we need to clear the selection? Maybe not. Let's mark the end as... over, like... there? Over there. That's good. Okay. So we have this selected. And if we go... dot... export... save... mountain. It isn't selected, so it's not gonna do it. Okay, let's put our feet up over here. Try this again. Dot export mark start. Okay, we have a start marked. Okay, now this did lag like crazy last time. And we go over here. Dot export mark end. And then we've got a little bit of lag, just for a little bit. Okay, and then we've got this. All right, sweet. We have it's so strange. We have a selection within a selection. If we go inside here, it's just a big grayed out everything. Okay, let's see. We go dot export. Is it mark saved or just saved? Let me double check this. Let's see. Start and end positions. And then start, mark, end. Then you add or remove from that. And then... where is the thing on saving? There is a thing on saving somewhere here. If you like, don't know how it works, blah, 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 you can adjust. You can clear it. You can domain code or dump. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not finding that right there, the save. So I'm going to assume it's just... let's try export. Mark, save, and then mountain 2, since I didn't get that before. So let's see if it saves it as a mountain number 2. Marked diagonal. I don't know if it saved it or if it just marked it. Let me double check. Nope, it did not save it. Okay, dot export save mountain 2. Let's see if that one saves it. Okay. Export packed. Okay. There are 53,000. Oh, wow. There's no, not 53,000. 533,000 blocks within there. That's a lot of blocks. Hey, Relic. Excited I could catch the stream today. Don't usually get to catch you live. Hope you're having a great day. Got lots of work done since last I tuned in. Yeah, thank you. It's good to have you here. I'm glad that you could tune in today. Unfortunately, today I'm going to have to get off early because I have a thing called load shedding, which basically means that we don't have enough electricity in the country, and so they make us wait a few hours without electricity. But I do these every Wednesday at more or less the same time. Right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to export this thing. Really isn't working too well. But let's see. We did get, I think we got mountain. We did get mountain 2 out. So let's see if we can export it back in over here really quick. Import. And I'm supposed to be able to click and drag. It worked with the smaller files. But this file, it's not even big. It's 7,000 kilobytes, which isn't big. And if I click and drag it in, it doesn't seem to like pick up on it at all, which is very sad. Let me open the JSON file and see what's inside of here. Will not update this thing quite yet, and blah blah blah. And then it has basically a list of blocks that it will place in certain positions. That's it. Replace mode. 2 block entities. So is that it? It's just a really too big of a file? Shouldn't be. Carbon copy should be working. Maybe I need to use an older version of the mod in order to get it to actually work. Oh yeah, and for those of you too who don't necessarily know, and I say you two because although it says 3 people, I'm also watching the live stream on my phone so I can see your guys' messages. So that's why there's 3 people in here. One of them is not real, so just so you guys know. But you see this over here? So this here is a Roman bathhouse that Punk suggested last week. You can suggest any build you want me to make. I will make it in this survival world that I'm going to be making, which I'm going to hop over to in a second. I really wish I could import this thing. Like just this bathhouse here. Let's see. Maybe we can squeeze it in if we go to here. Let's just put movement down to normal speed. We go here and we go dot export. What was it called? Dot export mark start. And if we go up, I feel so slow. We're gonna go up to, this is the stairs, and our feet should be above this. Oh, nope. Up we go, not down. Clumsy fingers. Dot export mark end. And now, yeah, that looks right. Then we go dot export save bathhouse. Okay, 5,000 total blocks. That is quite a lot of blocks. So now, if we try this one more time, maybe we'll be able to save the bathhouse, because I don't want to go and do the schematics all over again, but I might just have to. Glad that we caught this now and not later on when there's like nothing left to do. I mean, nothing left to do. That made no sense. Later on, when there's more stuff left to do. Right now, there isn't much. Like, I can rebuild that skeleton of a bathhouse. It's no big deal. Let's just go to my vintage story data so that I can find this file. Vintage story data, exports, and then there it is. And we can just tab over to it. Get this up over here. And then drag up just the bathhouse in. Okay, I copied it. And we can paste it. Okay, so we have the bathhouse saved. In fact, we have as many bathhouses saved as what we want now, just from that. And the nice thing about this, you could do this before just using the vintage story tools, but not across worlds. That was the catch. Other nice thing is I can rotate it if I want to. We can put it that way, and we can completely change it to the other way around as well, if we need to. Okay, so let's quickly go to the other world, and let's get this in. This is at least big. We can rebuild the mountain. That only took me 3 hours to make, but it's fine. We can just make the tools bigger, and we have other mountains here we can work with. The ultimate vintage story survival world, and then yeah, we'll just let this load. We'll put the bathtub in. That is so many blocks. I totally understand you having to get off the stream. Just glad I caught you. Love the build. Are you keeping with a theme for your builds? Most likely ancient Greece. So the theme is going to be any sort of medieval fantasy or historical anything. So this one is Roman. So where did I? All right, I wanted to put it somewhere here. So you can suggest if you want absolutely anything. We're gonna have sections of areas that will be themed after different stuff. So I know Andy Days, who's also a YouTuber, said giant pink castle last week, and so I am taking that from him, and I'm going to build a giant pink castle somewhere, and we'll have a pink kingdom just for, you know, for the fun of it. So that'll be an interesting thing to discover and explore. So let's see quickly. I think we want to put the bathhouse in, let's see, where can we find that little nook over there? Over here. This looks kind of like it would fit there, and I can continue the mountain around this side. And I think that will work. Okay, so we want to flatten this out if we can, but let's first see if we can just get the bathhouse in here. Okay. Whoop. Alt tab to vintage story. Oh, nope, I just ruined it. Okay, if you click any sort of, any button over there, when you, before you click space and whatnot. Okay, let's fly around. It messes it up. So we've currently got this. Which side is the front? The front is on that side over there. So I want the front facing here. So let's rotate this 90 clockwise. Was that the right? That was the wrong direction. Okay, now it's in the right orientation. That's good. So we can have this. If we're moving the mountain around over here, we can put the bathhouse over. Let's put it there. Okay, and it replaced all the blocks that were there, which is awesome. And now we have the bathhouse right inside there, which is fantastic. We can just remove this. Come in here. Let's put the speed down to 2. And we can just get rid of some of, whoops, not that, some of these leaves here, because these will make it a little bit annoying. Just to, you know, kind of move and build on this. I'm gonna do so much destroying of things that I don't want to destroy. Wish I could see the sticks, but I'm not quite sure where the sticks are at this point. We'll keep adjusting this as we go on, but if we can get rid of these leaves, that would be good. Oh, that was a full tree, that's why. No wonder. Okay, that should remove itself then. This one is a bush. Is this one a tree or a bush? It is a bush. Okay, get rid of the bottom blocks and the top ones disappear, which is the nice thing about a bush. Oh, that was disappearing anyways. But have we got everything? Got one tree over there. That doesn't matter too much. Here's a bush. There's a bush in there. We'll deal with that when we get there. There's a bush here. We don't want over there. I think that's good. Now, only issues. I'm not sure what stone type is around here. Let's find out. Let's just dig a hole up over here. What stone do we have? Okay. So the stone in this area is not granite. It is shale. There is no issue with that. If Anfid Vintage Story Creator follow us, so I know most of you guys. Are you guys planning season 2 of Rusty Gears? We are planning season 2 of Rusty Gears. That is coming in January, early mid-January sometime. So you guys will be able to see it then. Don't worry about that. We are excited. We have a whole lot more creators, and we have a system so that this should last us a lot longer than last season did. Last season, we're kind of treating as an experience, kind of, you know, to see how doing the server worked, and it's working now. So we think we're going to get it working. It's going to be good. And yes, absolutely tune in for that. I think it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be fantastic. Let's see. We've got a flood full. That's for filling up basins. We want to replace. Let's go with, I don't think this can replace. Paintbrush mode. Let's see. Replace selected block. That's what we want. We're going to go cuboid, and we're going to just make the size absolutely gigantuan, like 30 by 30. We don't need the Y to be this big, but that's fine. And then 30. And this should be a pretty absolutely freaking massive area. Okay. And we just simply right click there and there, and whatever block I right click on with this tool. So I really enjoy creative mode just for the fact that it's so easy to adjust things and plan them. But just like that, we've changed the entire base. The base of the base, not the base itself. We've changed this entire section that was granite into, well, the shale stone, which is very, very helpful. I think it is incredibly good. I think that's where I'm going to have to leave this for today, though, because I don't want the computer to just shut itself off when the electricity goes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully catch you next time, Relic. And I will, yes, we'll continue with this, maybe improve the mountain a bit and add some more redwoods. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.